So yesterday, I'm trying to just get through my day as smooth as possible. Just trying to get from point A to point B, relatively smooth as possible, as just smooth as it could be, really. Then all of a sudden, I noticed just two lawmans come through. My first initial thought was, I got paranoid as hell, thinking I did some shit or what have you, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, some time go by and somehow I just ease my mind and I just get my attention off them lawmans or whatever. Boom, double back today. This morning, I see two more sheriff trucks in the goddamn parking lot at work. And at this point, I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? These boys out here tripping or what have you. Then, come 12, them lawmen still around. So at this point, the paranoia just got the best of me. And I just had to get to the bottom of this shit. So I just, I asked around. So I'm like, hey, why these lawmen is around here? Long story short, the skinny is somebody I guess I'm working with, old man, threatened I guess to kill him or some shit. And that brings me to my next point. Man, that take a special type of dude to take goddamn a penitentiary chance behind a female. Especially when they got hundreds of thousands, a trillion, of billions in the sea. I could never catch myself doing no crazy shit like that behind no female. Whoever this special individual is, he goddamn had the whole city of Alexandria police task force at work, just surveying the premises. So long story short, man, it's never worth it. It's just never worth it.
Never worth it. Oh, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
Long story short, it's your boy Rog Smuve.
Wow, it's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P. But back to my original point that I had been trying to made. Long story short, the longest Lawrence intro ever. Rumble talked for 2 minutes.
That boy long-winded, huh? But I mean, he does have a point. Anytime you pull up to work and the laws is in the parking lot, I always think they for me. I always think they for me. If I'm in the building and two police officers walk in, I'm always thinking, what did I do?
I wonder if white boys feel the same way. If they feel like whenever the police are around, that they might be there for them.
They don't. Anytime police walk on your job, I'm scared.
I could be driving and the cop pull up next to me and I feel like they coming for me.
He about to get me for something.
Did I not have my hands on the steering wheel? Am I looking at my phone? Is that a rule of this county?
Yeah, my music too loud. Did he hit me curse 3 times?
Mm-hmm.
Did I fart too loud? You know what I mean? Like, you just never know. Am I too black?
Long story short, when you're a black man, you
never know.
Never know, shorty. That's why I keep that fire on me. Bah! You know what I mean? Yeah. So what Rumble was alluding to, I think that phenomenon has been referred to by many in past years, present years, and even in the future, I would assume, as Percy Miller once referred to it, as killer pussy is what Percy referred to it as on the Ice Cream Man EP, circa 1996-ish. We can check that date.
1997-ish.
When he was representing where the killers were at,
yes,
he also had a track called Killer Pussy. And it speaks to things of this nature. Yeah. It'll make you want to kill another human being or kill her.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know. Let me ask you this question. Does that mean it's better? Like, is that crazy good? Like when chicks be like, I got that good, right? Is it better? Like, is it super good if it makes you want to kill her, or if it makes you want to kill a dude about it?
I mean, either way is good. I don't want none of that. I don't want no parts of that type of pussy though. My whole thing is, I definitely remember my pa at the time saying, "Hey, I was we was fishing, and I was like, hey, some things I'm just not gonna do."
Is this a scene from Boys in the Hood, or is this your real
life?
No,
it's real life. Real life. We fishing, and
we was just talking complicated math problem, and I walked up to it and solved it.
But we was just fishing. I was like, we was talking about girls and stuff, women and everything. He was like, man, I ain't doing. But they say, hey, look here. When that thing fit just right, you never know what you're going to do.
You never know how you're going to
So that's a perfect case of that. I know somebody who went to the building and slapped their wife and then went back to work. So,
I mean, I know some people who got some crazy situations about, crazy dudes trying to do harm to them. Whatever. Raj, what you think? You think it's better? Like what she working with, that snapping up nappy dugout is like everything if the dude ready to kill her or if he ready to kill somebody else behind it?
I think it's worse if you want to kill her. You know,
worse as in it's more crucial.
I think that the vagina is a whole lot better if he want to kill her.
Yeah, I think so too. I definitely,
because it's like if I can't have you,
nobody gonna have that. Never again. That's the same thought I had.
That's some good pussy though.
It's
but you just said that you don't want no part of that.
I don't.
Like that sandpaper.
But it's like heroin. Doesn't heroin have to be the best shit ever? Like meth? Don't meth have to be outstanding?
Yes.
It probably is.
I don't want that. I don't want to be that high.
Meth has to be outstanding.
Anything that make me strip butt naked, start running down the street and slide and dance in front of the laws, I don't want that. I'm sure it's a great high.
Not even great. So exceptional.
Yeah, it's the best high probably ever. But I don't want to be that high.
You can lose all your teeth.
Yes.
No teeth.
It has to be great high. Make your teeth fall out?
God.
Ball mouth now?
I mean,
and you still smoking it.
Rumble on to something, man. We know one little dude. They like, you hear about dudes going to people's job for them and stuff, man. So, hey, sometimes it's just that crucial, man. But I remember you sent me a meme about a couple of weeks ago. You remember it said like, why this chick bragging about how good it is? And now I'm gonna have to just not call her back just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. I just ain't gonna call your ass back. Yeah. I mean, it happens. Hey, like us. Hit the like button right now.
For real.
But even more so than that. And this is the problem. This is the problem.
Y'all don't comment, man.
This podcast brought to you by the Harry. The Harry said that something might be wrong with SoundCloud because he said every time he tries to comment, he can't comment. And he said he always be trying to drop comments at different parts in the pod. But this is a real thing. You're listening to this on SoundCloud right now, a lot of you. Or maybe not on SoundCloud. A lot of you guys are listening to iTunes or whatever else. Hit that 5-star. Hit that like immediately. Like,
we trying to quit our job. So make it happen for us, people. And we're going to start giving away free stuff.
Some of us like our jobs.
I'm trying to quit, man.
I mean, let's not talk about jobs.
Yeah. Do me one favor. Send to a friend. Go ahead.
Do me one favor and know whose voice is whose. That's all I'm saying.
Because we all sound very similar-ish of Louisiana. We don't.
We really don't. We sound completely different.
But tell one friend about the podcast this week who you haven't told anything about.
If y'all on a ride, make
put us down, man. I mean, it's worth it, man.
We on child support over here, man. Come on,
speak for yourself.
Some sponsors, man.
All right, man. Look, I see them looking what they're looking at. So I'm gonna start right at the funniest story of the week, and that's that snitch in Oakland, man. In case y'all people didn't know, we've been posting about it all week.
Yeah.
Some people might not know the backstory, but a family in Oakland, California, attempted to enjoy a sunny day at Lake Merritt and decided to bring their grill along for the cookout. They was grilling. Now, me and Rumble had a conversation a couple of weeks back, actually for my birthday. You may or may not have been here yet for Alapalooza, Aldo's Brewery, 3.5 ABUs, whatever.
Hey, again this summer got to go up.
We had a big debate about, is it called grilling or barbecuing?
It's definitely barbecuing.
Raj.
Well, it's in the South, it's barbecuing. Out here, it's definitely grilling. We grilling out. That's what... this podcast is brought to you by Mile High C.A.P. My man is nice. My man is nice on the grill.
Yeah.
Not on the barbecue pit.
Yeah, but see, Rumble tried to explain it he could speak for himself probably. He gonna probably want to call in and tell us what he feel about this in real life. But I think he used something like that. He said, when you get money, you get a grill outside. You don't have a barbecue pit. So you're not barbecuing, you're grilling. But whenever we throw stuff on the grill, we still barbecuing.
It's no matter what it is.
So yeah, but you're right. In Houston is the same way, grilling. So I guess it's the same in Oakland.
I'm about to get on that pit. Let's get on the pit.
But what you doing in that pit?
Barbecue.
Hey, y'all clean that grill?
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's time to barbecue. Yeah. What if you don't have no barbecue sauce on anything you're doing? What if you just gone out there putting shish kebabs and some patties?
Still barbecue.
You're definitely barbecuing. Anytime it's smoking charcoal involved, you're barbecuing.
And wood chips.
You're barbecuing.
I think I seen some little things. They like some copper sheets. I saw one like the
Here you go.
I saw it on a commercial. They say you could lay it on top of your the grill, and then like it'll still.
And they cook both sides.
At once.
It ain't gotta touch the grill.
You one of them niggas.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you go to like the public park, you don't have to put fall paper over there and stick little holes in it.
Oh, okay.
That brings me to my next question. When have you ever been to somebody's house and their grill was clean? Do you have?
I actually
I've never
make
seen
people
a clean grill in my life.
Well, clean is relative, but I kind of got.
No, I mean clean. I'm talking clean.
Yeah,
like,
not
no
clean.
Crumbs on it.
Well, I got to the point of whenever I grill, I make people clean it before we put it back up because I didn't open it once before and it was like piece of meat still on the bottom and it was molded and it was spider webs and shit.
That takes me 30 minutes out your day to now I don't want to cook no more.
Clean
I
that
don't
shit.
Barbecue no more.
Clean that shit right now. At least scrape that bitch off real good.
You gotta scrape it off before you put it.
I don't need you. You don't have to put it in soapy water.
But you gotta scrape it off. I don't think the grill should go in soapy water. The part of the grill is
grillishness.
It should. No, when you make the coals.
Season.
Yes, you make the coals. The fire cleans it. That's how I was taught.
Basically.
You just scrape it off and then you don't put that in no soap and water, bro.
Soapy water, unless it's got
mold.
part of mold and you put a little mold in it.
That's another one. Let me ask you a question. Is it soapy water or is it soap and water?
No, it's definitely soapy water.
It's definitely soapy water, boy. Who uses soap and
wine?
water?
I say soap and water.
No,
you do. No, you don't.
It's soapy water.
Soap and water.
No. You've been in Denver too long.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
That sounds like a drink I ordered this weekend.
I know soap and water. I went, but you know, when my grandmother used to send me in the kitchen, she'd be like, STIRRY, that pot. Stir the pot.
Stir
the pot. Not
or like in this podcast is brought to you by the Graham Store. For some reason, they wash their pots and pans in the zinc. With the zinc.
In the zinc.
That's because you know why? Because actually at his house, the that part of his kitchen is actually made out of the element zinc. It's not aluminum or iron. It's like a zinc.
Or chromium.
Yes. So there it's made out of zinc oxide. So that's why they say, hey, throw that in the zinc. It's on the
periodic table.
It's on the periodic table. Put that in the zinc.
Yeah.
Get them dishes out the zinc.
Hey, the Z, what's the number Z?
I think it's well worth mentioning that if we're gonna be talking about the Graham Store's childhood home, we have to allude to the fact that man grew up balling, right? Because he had not one but two water fountains in his house.
He did have water fountains in his house. Water fountain in his house. Let me tell you what else he had in his house. I don't want to put him on. I don't want to put him on blast.
He from Wakanda?
That boy had a sauna in his house.
A sauna in the house.
In the house.
I'm hating on Graham Store.
And he had a machine, Rod. You remember that you stand on it and it'll work. It'll shake your belly for you.
Oh, everybody had that though.
Nah, y'all was rich if y'all had that shaky belly machine.
Oh, we had
You had the shaky belly machine.
Two of them in the house over there. Now you used to get on there and play on it and get in trouble.
Of course, you're not supposed to play with your belly machine.
It cost too much.
That was probably top of the line
workout equipment.
Or
play with the make the satellite turn all the way around. I knew how to work the satellite, make the satellite turn all the way around.
Hey man, look back to the snitch. Everything was going fine when they was grilling in Oakland, California, Lake Merritt, and until another park goer thought they weren't following the park rules and decided to snitch the police. So that's what happened. This lady who we've seen in all of our memes, all of the memes online, I think we hopped on the wave early this time. Mm-hmm. We've been getting a lot of stories before they really hit the mainstream, but this one was pretty good. And she called the cops, and then it was actually another white lady who was recording her. She was there.
Chinese lady.
I think it was a white.
See her face.
Well, I thought no, they said she was white in the article I read. Okay. And but she's down with the Browns. She's a night rider as well. So she was with all the black dudes who was in the park. And basically she was like accosted, like basically telling her, hey, look, why are you doing that? And then the chick basically tried to flip the whole narrative. The cops came. Her whole thing was, y'all ain't supposed to be barbecuing out here. And they was like, grilling out here.
Yeah, it's against park ordinance.
And they was like, no, we can do it right here. Well, no, you can't use coals.
Yeah.
You can only use gasoline and embers.
The worst thing you ever want to use to cook. With.
So, that's the story, and that's why everybody's on there.
Did y'all see how she mustered up them tears when the laws came?
Of course. Weaponizing her white tears.
Oh my God. No, she had an AK-47 with her whiteness. When them laws came, that lady's got the snickering and went into a shell so quick.
And you know what? It's a thing, it's a phenomenon we talk about a lot. And, it's race. We talk about race on the podcast, and it's just an interesting interesting subject to get into. Like I talk about white boys, sometimes they got white privilege. I mean, not sometimes. White men always have white privilege. It's, do you choose to use your white privilege like for nefarious reasons?
To combat or weaponize.
Exactly. Same thing with white women tears.
Yeah.
I think you could be a white woman who's progressive and pushes social issues and talks about things and is articulate and has a good worldview. Shout out. This podcast is brought to you by my former coworker who is going to do great things in life, Amber. And I liked her a lot because she really, Amber. Yeah, you've met Amber before. Amber. I like she Amber. Listens really well. She's always picking up something. She's like was an RA at the school, so she's dope. But you can be that person, or you could be the person who's like picks, and then when somebody comes back at you, you cry. Yeah, and you're like,
when you
victim.
When you get beat at your own game.
Exactly.
And you feel like you don't have nothing to say, you weaponize your whiteness and be like, well, I'm scared now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Don't be that person.
I've been through that before with somebody, and it's terrible. Luckily, people around me caught it. And
luckily, you had witnesses.
Yeah. Folks understood, whatever. And it worked out.
I just think that they got people that just stick their nose in other people's business a little bit too much. Case in point, I went to Denny's the other night. It was pretty late. It had to be about midnight, and it was in the road. You know, there was a guy at an intersection, not a major intersection, but an intersection nonetheless, that was balled up in his shirt. You remember when you was cold in daycare or in nursery or in kindergarten, and you'd ball up in your shirt? Dude was balled up in his shirt right under the stoplight, so like in the middle of the road.
Tripping.
So what did I do?
Blew your horn.
No, I went around him. I went around him. And I went to get my Denny's, and just kind of anecdotal. I don't want to racify anything, but anecdotal. A guy told me what's up on my way back to my car from getting my food to go, and
what'd you get from Denny's? Then he went to Waffle House around.
He just said what's up, and then I said I said what's up, and he was like, you want to buy a watch? And I was like, no, it's midnight. So
what kind of watch was it?
Probably a dirty watch, a meth watch.
That might have been the best kind.
That might have been a Rolex, boy.
Had that same needle. You remember when we used to get them emails about the needle?
That's gonna give you that gangster. At the pump, at the gas pump.
Yeah, I don't want that. Had that needle, the same needle on it.
Well, you better borrow that watch. Put alcohol on that thing.
And guess what I saw?
That same.
I don't want to racify it, but I saw a very well dressed white man and a well-to-do, assumingly dressed white woman, having a great conversation, waiting next to the man with their lights on, like with their high beams on, just so that people would see. I'm sure they had called the cops saying, "Hey, there's a guy in the
right thing to do."
The right thing to do. Right?
You just drove around that boy.
You're not supposed to have coals at the park. So anyway, that wasn't my business. That man obviously was where he wanted to be, and I'm not calling him low.
And I don't want to get into too much of it, too deep into it. But I mean, I guess we could talk about it. I had a talk with my dad today. We was running it, and he was talking about how, obviously, Rod, you probably heard this. Another little youngster in New Iberia got killed yesterday. Yeah, it's an epidemic. Boys getting shot up all the time. But it was in downtown, and then my pops was talking about how like some people had to, like somebody had said they saw two cats outside with AK-47 with banana clips just sitting down like downtown. And
extended clip.
Now the question was, he was asking like, should they have called the police? And I was like, I mean, it's two ways to look at it. You could, I mean, ain't nothing wrong. I was like, there's no wrong answer to that. Like, you can call the police and say, hey, look, they're outside with guns. Or you can not call the police and be like, that ain't my business. But if people get killed with them same guns, then how you gonna feel? Like, are you gonna feel like you should have said something? Or you in New Iberia, maybe the police ain't even really gonna do shit about it. Like,
let me tell you when I call the police. In that situation, I'm calling the police if them boys don't see me with my phone in my hand. But if by chance I got like some sort of like tinted windows or something like that, like in my house, and I see them boys and they got AK-47s playing around in my neighborhood, and them boys, my car is in the garage possibly, and they sort of don't know I'm home, and there's no way that it can
They
know
can trace
it was
them.
me. I'm calling them laws, cutting.
Then
you call them,
not in my
call them
neighborhood.
laws and say, "Hey, laws, when y'all come, hey, y'all just pretend like y'all was just patrolling and y'all saw them boys."
no, you don't say that. You give a white name. You inflect your voice as a young middle-aged white guy, and you tell them your name is John.
Hey, Holmes, they have some guys in my neighborhood.
Yeah, we really big guns. Hey, they look like bananas.
Is that your
my
Mexican voice?
Hey, they
No.
ESL.
No.
They look like
No.
bananas that they click.
Bananas?
Yeah, bananas, and they shoot everybody.
That's a new.
Your
that's a
Mexican
new
voice is not dope.
I like my Mexican voice. The Mexicans like my Mexican
You
voice.
don't
Shout out
like
my
your
Mexican
Mexican
people,
voice.
man. Shout out Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by
turned up.
our Mexican partners, but they not
Hey.
gonna sound like that. They're gonna be like, "Hey, Holmes,
No,
it's a banana clip."
that's in California.
No, it's a banana clip.
No. No.
He's outside with the shopper.
No. With the chopper. I'm sure he has a limon. But no, I'm not.
20s and 50s.
Yeah.
Big ass titties.
In between.
Count the green. Get in between
those
them
big ass
titties.
Hey, fuck it, hold everybody's body. But I feel like for me, if I'm riding, if it's in my neighborhood, I'm like, yeah, damn.
We could go into this whole
I
conversation.
might call the law, but I'm not sure. Like, if you just out there with your little gun. Number one, why would I be staying in the neighborhood with niggas with banana clips?
That's where we from, where we are from.
Yeah, I mean,
that's turned into.
Yeah.
Like, so.
But I mean, I don't know if I would call law, because my thing is this: what if them boys really wasn't about to do it, just had their guns outside protecting
What
themselves?
them niggas need AK-47s for though? Outside.
What you need banana clips for?
What you mean? What you need banana clips for? Say you got to shoot 150 people at once. The fuck you talking about?
That is the most sound reason. That's the most sound rationale that I've ever heard. Why else would you ride? Why else would you need a banana clip?
You got
in case you need to shoot
apocalypse?
150 people
Nigga,
at one time.
You got beef with 150 people, so I got a bullet in here for every last one of y'all.
Now play with me.
Come on. And I know y'all coming tonight.
I feel like if it was 150 bullets in there, you probably could hit about 16 people.
If you can shoot.
Like,
The thing about it is,
I don't think
them
you
boy-
hit 150 people.
that boy unload that whole clip and hit one person.
One person
That's the sad
that he
part
didn't
about it.
intend to hit.
And it'd be
His homeboy.
it'd be a baby 3 blocks down.
Yeah, probably so.
That's the sad part about it.
That's why you gotta call the cops.
That's why they have banana clips.
But just don't reach for your phone when you're passing in your car. Wait till you get on the next street.
Call him on your Bluetooth. Hit him with Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, call him lost.
Hey.
Call him lost.
Hey, as soon as Siri say, call the laws. The
Loud.
here.
It's gonna be loud over your thing. Did you want me to call the police? Roger agreed. Oh my God.
And give your whole address. now you be like, hey, there's people sitting outside my house with
I
banana.
didn't even.
He home.
They outside.
He outside of Roger's house with banana clips.
I mean, we talk about this, and I know teachers out there probably are familiar with this too. We talk about this with the kids. Like the kids always with snitching. Some things are snitching. Some things are your civic responsibility.
Yes.
It's your civic responsibility to tell when people can be in peril. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm calling the cops on the people with the guns outside the neighborhood.
I don't know either. Just depending on the
But
situation.
I'd have to be in the situation.
Like,
There's
that's
nothing
crazy
wrong
you
with
say
it.
that about the stitching part. I have a boys group, and I had that same conversation today about the difference between snitching and your civic duty. Like it's a difference between telling when somebody's wrong and telling when y'all both did the same thing. You got caught and he didn't. That's snitching.
Absolutely.
That's snitching. But if somebody doing something wrong, and because it actually came up, a couple of things came up, and they was like, "Oh, he's snitching." I was like, "That's not snitching. You was dead wrong.
You was wrong.
You was dead wrong, man. You brought something stupid with you to the workplace." But you know what I mean.
So my thing is, did y'all see the real quick? Did y'all see the response picnic?
No.
Why after that happened in Oakland, they threw a picnic
With a million
coloreds was in that park playing Maze and Frankie Beverly, swinging out,
that
barbecue grilling.
So basically, they threw the Louisiana, California day.
Absolutely.
Mardi Gras.
Boys was doing second lines. Boys was waving towels.
It was Ghost Riding. Was it Ghost Riding the Whip?
There was anything hyphy.
That's my type of shit.
They was killing. So Oakland
I'm there.
This podcast is brought to you by Oakland,
Shout out
California,
Oakland.
man.
Shout out Oakland.
Shout out to look. We going.
Marshawn
Lynch. We still going for them Rockets.
Shout out Dub Nation.
We still going for them Rockets.
We're definitely going for the Rockets.
I'm actually not. I cannot pull for Chris Paul. I'm sorry.
You don't like
Chris Paul kind of aggravated.
Why you don't like Chris Paul?
He's dirty.
He's a punk,
Cause
man.
his eyes colored and he dark skin.
I think it's because he got that his booty. He be
Kevin
sticking
Durant
his booty
is more
out.
black.
Who?
Kevin Durant is more.
Kevin Durant is from the lower part of Wakanda.
If we talking about blackness, as far as like blackness, like similar to us, like upbringing and probably beliefs,
James Harden.
Steph Curry is probably the blackest person in this series, and I say that very honestly.
Explain that.
Think about it.
Explain that.
Steph Curry got black parents. He got a black wife. He got black kids. He went to like a Davidson is, it's not a black school, but I feel like he probably was kind of insulated from a lot of that stuff, and he's probably a good. So you saying he black? Dude. He's a good wholesome black dude. What's your definition of black?
No, I'm saying
look where you going. He's blacker than
Is he blacker than Kevin Durant? That's a nigga.
Yeah, so a nigga means black.
No,
to you?
No, it doesn't. That's two different.
So my whole point was just I think Steph Curry is more like us.
He's the
than anybody else. Yeah, kind of. I think he's
without the rape.
Without the rape.
Gotcha.
Yes, he's a Huxtable.
I can see that. If you compare to our lives, how we grew up, okay.
Yeah, I mean, none of us was Draymond Green with like the whomever with the single parent and all of that. Like none of us was
mama
that.
who let you cuss and all that stupid shit.
We wasn't LeBron James. We wasn't Kevin Durant. We was more Steph Curry than most people.
Damn, we was.
We was Steph Curry.
You're right.
Damn, you just blew that man mind. He changed his mind.
He did.
That's what this podcast is all about, man.
As I sat and watched, you changed his mind.
Did.
That was the moment.
I just wanted to believe Steph Curry was a different type of cat, but he made it. He brought it all home for me.
Yeah.
That man made you like Steph Curry.
I like the Rockets better.
I always like Steph Curry, but I like any black man who's succeeding and doing right by their family and not in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
That's why LeBron James is better. No, this was a drunk conversation I had yesterday, but I think I'm ready to say it on air. And I'm just going to leave it here. This can't be a long debate because we got a lot of other stuff. But I'm going to leave it here. LeBron James is a better human being and black man than Michael Jordan.
That's not even, they go without saying.
Michael Jordan is a better basketball player than LeBron James.
I don't like that.
And LeBron James can never do anything about it because Michael Jordan would not fucking lose.
That's true.
Michael Jordan would not lose to the Celtics because Michael Jordan would be over there giving them boys buckets. You know what? Kobe might lose to the Celtics because he's going to shoot them out of the game. Bron don't shoot good as Michael Jordan. And I think that got something, like basketball, something about putting that ball in the basket is what's live.
But he still had the same amount of points. Just real quick, let me just make a quick point. Quick point is the difference between Michael Jordan and LeBron James is that Michael Jordan had role players that he'll punch in the face.
Absolutely.
He'll punch you in your face. So it's a different dynamic. LeBron James will scream and holler, he a different type of cat. He not fighting you. Michael Jordan will beat your ass so he won't lose, right? And when it comes down to game times, he will come through. A lot of those games Michael Jordan won, it was his role players that won it for him.
Absolutely.
Which they're supposed to. But it come from him all year. Bitch, if you don't hit this fucking shot,
Kyle Korver might not hit the shot that Steve Kerr would have hit.
But if he missed it, he have a black eye though.
Tristan Thompson ain't Dennis Rodman.
No, he not.
Like,
because Dennis never scored.
I get your point. Like,
but the thing about it is, my whole thing about it is, it's different eras and different type of cats.
Yeah, okay.
Point blank.
So, but that's just kind of my point. We're talking about sports a little bit. I want to throw this, and we're gonna loop it into basketball. So let's just go right into basketball. Did y'all watch that Kobe? I threw Kobe out there. Kobe Bryant presents Detail. It's on Watch ESPN. They've been pushing this big on during the playoffs, and it's just like Kobe talking about games. I don't know. Have either one of y'all seen these?
No.
Have you seen it yet, Raj? It's like,
I haven't.
Okay, so like,
but I don't like Kobe, so
yeah, right. After the Jazz lost game
one, like because you ran that white girl booty.
After the Jazz lost game 1 to the Rockets, he's talked about what Donovan Mitchell needed to do better or whatever, and he's like basically watching the highlights of the game, not the highlights, all of the tape, rewinding it and talking about what people need to do. And they asked Donovan Mitchell if he watched it. He was like, I watched it 10 times. It's Kobe Bryant telling me how I need to be better. And he's like, I went back game 2 or whatever game it was, and I played just like that, and they won game 2. So it's been getting a lot of traction.
What's the name of it?
Kobe Bryant Presents Detail.
I'll go watch it tonight.
So after game 1, when LeBron and them lost to the Celtics, Kobe was on there talking about Bron needs to go catch the ball on the block, not the high block, not the elbow, on the box, and dominate the Celtics because they're not bigger or stronger than him. Get them in foul trouble. Get it right from the jump. Don't give them no whatever. Bron came out, kind of looked like he was playing that way when he had 21 in the first quarter.
He had 21 in the first quarter.
Now Kobe might not have gave him the whole. My question is, and this is all. I think Kobe has value.
Yes.
But should players listen to Kobe Bryant?
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. As much as I don't like Kobe Bryant, yes, absolutely. Because I think that man kind of understood his flaws at the end of his career. Like, he was still jacking it up, but I think he
was doing this. Right, he was doing this
with a whole nipple out,
biting his shirt,
biting his shirt.
Lame ass nigga. He was like, "Fuck, man." If I'd have made the extra pass, half of the time I would have been a better player.
Right?
Yeah.
We'd have won at least one more.
Or more people would want to play with me.
Right?
Shit.
Or
yeah. Right?
Goddamn.
So I just think Kobe had some reflection time, and I think that he knows the right play. It was just like, honestly, like sometimes in rec sports, and I'm sure y'all feel this way too when y'all play rec sports. You feel like if you could have been
we got championships
at the
by the
same
way.
time, you would have won.
Yeah.
Like you're like, fuck, man. Like if I could have played all 5 positions or all 10 positions or all whatever, however many people are on the field, I feel like we would have won. Well, I'm sure that's Kobe's whole career. That's how you feel.
If I played every spot, we'd be killing it.
I mean,
right.
No, because it'd have been a bunch of fights because he's going to shoot the first Kobe that touches is shooting it. So if it's 5 Kobe's on the court, the other Kobe's are up in arms.
He would trust himself. Like he would.
No.
I mean, I don't think he would trust anybody other than himself.
If he passing it to him, he good with him shooting.
No, he not. Right. Because it's him passing it to him. He's still
okay,
him.
My next question.
All right, but I don't feel like certain shit Kobe can't tell me, and I think LeBron has a way higher basketball IQ than Kobe Bryant.
We're not asking if you should listen to LeBron or Kobe. We're asking should you listen to Kobe?
No, you shouldn't listen to Kobe. Because Kobe's first motto is, I throw you out the ball a little bit. If you miss 2 shots, bitch, I am shooting the rest of these.
Okay, so your opinion is basic opinion is because of the way Kobe Bryant played in his career, you don't think he's a voice that you should listen to. I mean,
no.
People talk about this as kind of, they call it big man bias, and they say that like people who are over like 6'10" can't get a job like coaching after they finish unless they white like Kevin McHale. Like like tall men, Patrick Ewing can't get a job.
He got one.
Like, well, he's not a head coach at Georgetown. Georgetown, yeah. But he couldn't get an NBA job, is what I'm saying. And it was like this big bias, this a bias against big men because they kind of look at him like they stupid.
But you got to be a short white dude who never played basketball to get a job.
So yeah, that's kind of like, so my question is, if it's Steve Kerr talks basketball, you're going to listen? If it's Mark Jackson talk, because you think about them as heady people? No. I mean, Kobe knows the game. It's Kobe.
I'm not saying he don't know the game, but Kobe is not a head coach.
Now my thing is, I don't listen to Kobe if I'm LeBron all the time because I feel like that man's secretly trying to assault me. Because he don't want me to be better than him.
He don't want me to get them 5.
Kobe done a lot of admirable stuff after basketball. He got his Emmy or whatever he got.
Yeah, he won awards and shit for like 5 minutes.
This show, whatever it is, Kobe Bryant Detail is probably going to win a Golden Globe.
Hit the lick.
I'm sports documentaries.
I'm definitely going to watch it.
That's all right.
I want to hear what he got to say.
He's going to win something.
I feel like for him being the legend that he is, because Michael Jordan never gave us that. You know what I mean? He never came back and just gave us that air and talked about things and all, even critique the game.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan just kind of went in the high.
Smoking cigarettes and gambling.
Yeah, cigars. Don't do that, boy. He smokes cigars. And he gambled and had babies with 22-year-old white girls.
Real quickly, before I go, I know what story you want to do right now. I just said gambling. The Supreme Court basically opening up the way for legalized gambling in all 50 states. They said in the next month, it's probably going to be legal in New Jersey. And then they got like a lot of other states that's lining up with legislation already in like their state houses to get it going.
Yeah.
Mississippi's going to be one that's going to be like they're going to try to get it popping quick.
They're going to clean up. The sad part, they're not going to put in the school system all the people out there. They still going to be broke and racist.
Because it's Mississippi with Ray Sherman.
Yeah.
And
they don't live there no more.
And David Banner.
Brett Favre.
Yeah, and Brett Favre. and Brett Favre. But yeah, so that's an interesting thing. I mean, a lot of people talked about it as the parallels between this and the legalization of marijuana in different states because of the influx of money that it's going to bring to the states. But more specifically, they talk about how, you know how, and I'm just going to put it like this, how like when weed became legal, it's like you push out all of the little dealers, like all of the around the corner cats who've been selling weed for years, right?
So now what they gonna sell?
If they sell more than a gram or whatever, more than like an ounce or have more than an ounce, then they facing more severe time in those states than any other states, right? They can't do their stuff legally because they make it all of these leaps and bounds for them to even get in the game to actually do it. So the people who've been doing it, you disenfranchise them even more. And it's not like you go back into the jail system and say, okay, y'all sentences are overturned because it's legal now. No, you still got your weed charge and you're still doing 8 years for selling marijuana. So they talk about how it's going to do the same thing for like your neighborhood bookie. I mean, I don't know about you two, but I know if I want to place a bet, shout out to barbershop. Yeah. Like that's where that's exactly the bookie. Same with the barbershop. In mine too. And they got these little the Asian spots out here that be like not as reputable. Those little things that say game room and whatever else.
Yeah, but I don't want to play with them. Not the Asians out here. Triad, them. I don't want to play with them.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with them.
You mess around, can't give them they hunted on the day.
They might cut your ear off. Yeah. But
and put it in your butt.
What? What? Is he in your butt?
Where did you go with this?
They'll cut your ear off. Dog, y'all know I'm trying to like I know I'm trying it. Just to let you know.
You have both your ears? Let me see.
No, I got both of them because I ain't never placed no bet with them.
I heard it talking out your ass, but listening out your ass, that's a new one, man.
Hey, 2018.
It's just an interesting thing where I'm hype about it. I'm fucking hype about it. I know for a fact I'm gonna be doing all kinds. But if you treat it like, and I mean people out there, if you treat it like, I don't know, like a thing that's like a bill a month. Like for instance, some people buy a fifth of hen every Friday, and they spend $38 on a fifth of hen every Friday, and they buy whatever else, right? If you say every Friday I'm spending $38 on gambling, and I'm not gonna buy that fifth of hen, just as long as you don't put your house up. Yeah. Make sure you have limits as far as what you want to bet. Bet that. Play your 4-game parlay over the weekend. Yeah, NFL season come. Bet you 2 game. I want a 2 game. I want the over with the Saints game.
Give me the spread here.
You know what I'm saying? I want this one straight up.
Yeah.
You get you some money here.
But, I mean, and
the worst that can happen is you can win.
I feel like you bet to your income, man. Like me, I ain't betting crazy. I'm not betting $200-300.
Everybody not like that though. Some people will lose their house.
Yeah, I'm not. I got asthma. I can't do it. I'm not. It's not in me like that. Like I don't like losing. Number one, at nothing. So
it's just sad though to watch people gamble and lose their ass. So
that's their fault though.
With rollers at the casino, man. All right, so I cut you off on that basketball story. Get back to it. Our favorite topic.
Hey, look here, man. This story here had me rolling. It's hilarious to me. Man, 25 poses a high school basketball player. He was arrested after allegedly posing as a high school student in Dallas Independent School District campus.
D-Town Boogie.
So he could compete in high school basketball according to Texas officials. Now, the University Interscholastic League, UIL is monitoring the situation. All right. So basically, Sidney
Bouvier Gilstrap
Porter. He enrolled. He posed as a Harvey hurricane victim, right? And enrolled in Dallas ISD school as Skyline High School as a freshman. This boy is 25 years old and enrolled as a freshman. That part to me is hilarious. He really wanted his whole 4 years. Like he didn't say, okay, I'm gonna be a junior, give me 2. You know what I mean? I want 4 years. After playing high school, the freshman ended up going to JV and kind of moving to varsity. A lot of his coach was like, they didn't really see a difference. He's 25, but they didn't really see a difference. He looked like a regular good player. He was just a good high school player. He wasn't head and shoulders above the 17, 18-year-olds, 15, 16-year-olds he was playing against. He went head and shoulders above them. He was just a good player. He even dated a 14-year-old woman.
Since when is a 14-year-old woman?
I mean, 14-year-old girl. Whatever. 14-year-old girl.
Shit, if it's grass on the infield, play ball.
Definitely not. Hell no. Nah.
I got a pregnant cousin. She pregnant with a woman, I believe. They're trying to figure out if it was a man or a woman.
She got a woman.
In the gender reveal party, if it's a man or a woman. Oh yeah,
but they say woman. We said woman. Anyway, it said woman. Anyway, I was reading it, messed up. But dude was actually like playing on the varsity team.
When you babysit your daughter, like when you it's not babysitting because that's your daughter.
Up, man.
When you take her to the restroom, do you take her to the woman's restroom?
Definitely take her to
the little woman's restroom.
No, it's the woman's restroom.
the little woman's restroom.
No, she goes to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
That's my baby goes to the bathroom. But he was dating little girls to school, whatever. They say he only kissed her. The mother came through with that. But my whole thing was, you 25 years old and not head and shoulders above these little boys. Like 25 is kind of the prime. If you're an athlete and he played college ball, and that's who really actually noticed him in the tournament. Like, hey, I had him before. Like, this boy old as hell. He graduated from here.
Okay, so I got two questions about that story. First question is, the dude's name is Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap Portley. Are black people the only people who have hyphenated last names?
Yeah. No. White people have hyphenated last names.
Name one white person with a hyphenated last name.
I actually met somebody and I said, oh, damn, so white people do have hyphenated last names. But it's very far and few in between.
Only if they don't have no brothers.
Yeah. Chase name is not Chase. CNH does not stand for Chase Nicaragua Henderson.
Because he's a man, he can have a son. But like, it's what people have.
Nilson Henderson.
And then if you Hispanic, you got like 7 last names.
You do.
And Africans too.
But they don't put dashes in them like us.
No, they don't.
Everybody want to be Gilstrap Portley.
It really depends on your mama. If she really don't like your daddy that much, she'll make sure her daddy name in there.
Okay, so you talking about this story though, and it's been getting a lot of traction this week. But what I think is funny is that it's not a new phenomenon. And when I heard about the story, I went Google because I'm like, I know I've heard this story before. And yes, lo and behold,
this has happened before?
In 2009, in Phoenix, for about 4 months, Yuma resident Anthony Avalos was your typical high school student. He went to class, chased some tail, played basketball. So when Yuma Union High School district officials found out that he was actually 22-year-old, not 17, it goes without saying they felt a little duped. And he was smashing a girl at the school. But the thing about him was, and check it out, look at the parallels. What year did I say this happened? In 2000 what? 2009.
Yeah.
9.
What do you think I'm about to say? He never had to show any documentation of his age because of a federal law that requires schools to allow homeless kids to register for school with essentially no questions asked. The law, called the McKinney-Vento Act, was the result of droves of students who were displaced during Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
Many of whom were destroyed, homes were destroyed in New Orleans. So that phenomenon happened then, and that he got, so he was smashing a little girl too.
Yeah.
Also, authorities say that Gerdwich Montemir, 22, claimed to be a teenager, born as a Haitian orphan when he enrolled at Perriman High School in Odessa. Odessa Perriman, the same school from Friday Night Lights, I'm sorry. At 6'5", he caught the attention of the school's basketball coach who asked him to play.
He knew how old that boy was.
Over the next year, he went by the alias Jerry Joseph, and he led his team to the state playoffs. And it went without a hitch until some Florida coaches saw some stuff and reported him. Now, my question is, why? Like, they're going back for the whole experience, like you said, they want to be great again. Why they feel like they need to smash them children?
My thing is this: I feel like if you wasn't shit in high school when you first went through, and now you became a man, you done got your little wave, got your swag. You go back and be like, I got the cheat code now. You got the left, right,
okay,
up, down,
my point is,
AB,
why you not smashing the 19-year-old who kind of dumb who is senior? Why you not smashing the 14-year-old?
Because you can't.
Or the teacher.
Because you can't.
You can smash the teacher.
No, you can't. Because if you could smash the teacher, you would be knocking down 22-year-olds your same age. You can't.
Stranger things have happened.
If you fucking with a 14-year-old, it's because that's what you could fuck with.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to fuck with a 14-year-old.
Nobody wants to mess with that. That's disgusting. And like old buddy, he was dating, and he had a girlfriend and a baby.
Who?
Gilstrap daddy.
he had a
kid and a girlfriend.
The one of his 5 names you pick is Gilstrap. I wonder if when he was smashing that 14-year-old, if he put on a Gilstrap.
Yeah,
he let her put on the Gilstrap.
Yeah, exactly. He just kissed. The mother said, the daughter said they ain't doing that. They just kissed. But he had a girlfriend and a baby, and they used to come to all the games and thought that was his sister and nephew.
When I called the police on them people in New Iberia that one day, I was like, officer, it appears that they got that gill strap on them. They got that gill strap on them.
With the banana clip.
With the banana clip stuck in that gill strap.
Hey, home, let's see a gill strap with banana clip.
Go ahead.
But on a serious note, I got a wedding. This podcast is brought to you by Nick Butter.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick Butter getting married.
Shout
he
out
didn't give us no pizza though.
No, his wedding is coming up. Just got my suit. Don't know if I'm gonna wear my Oxfords, my wingtips, or my gill strap.
Oh, stop it, man. I mean, when I was home, like my mama thought this was like throwback or something. She was fussing at me, and she was like, "Boy, go in that room and get that gill strap."
Hey, I was trying to change the gear straps on my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and I fucked around and dropped it.
You know, the same thing happened to me. I was trying to fix the gill straps under the hood of my car, and one of the gill straps popped, and it was like, you know.
Hey, I had told this little boy today, he was walking in the house, say, "Boy, if you don't tie them gill straps up before you fall."
This dude's stupid. Okay, Raj, did you actually have anything to say, or you just being honest stupid?
Hey, we riding the car.
No. Okay, so
I keep that gill strap.
So I don't know if your boys knew I've been in the market for a pet.
No, I didn't.
So I feel
Shut
like,
up, man.
well, no, I have been in the market for a pet. I kind of want a dog, but I gotta make strides. Like I so I'm starting off with a fish. Well, I was shopping the other day, and whenever your fish breathing a little bit too much, you go and you get some gill strap.
For his gills. For his gills.
Dummy. The gill straps, man.
That's if you want to breathe outside of water. So just to let y'all boys.
Y'all heard about that new challenge?
But
man.
I got
no, for real. No, Raj. Before we go on, did you watch the new edition movie?
I did.
Because you remember when Bobby Brown came back after he left the group?
Mm-hmm.
He went over, he came back. No, he didn't have the gill straps on him. You silly. I got a real story. He was over there and they was beefing, and they say he pulled out a gun. Mm-hmm. And they was like, "You better chill out, Johnny Gilstrap." Johnny Gilstrap too. All right,
go on.
We're talking about Gilstrap. So like, would you do it? Would you if you was boyish in looks, and would you do
well,
it?
If I was basically Roger looking or Eric King looking or GQ looking,
Roger looking or Eric
or GQ,
would you go?
No, I wouldn't.
If you GQ, you're 6'5".
GQ is like actually the perfect parallel to a lot of these people.
I just feel like it's a
I wouldn't go back to high school.
It's no way. Number one, I got to do too much work. I don't like algebra. I don't like geometry. Algebra was cool. I don't like geometry.
But who cares?
And then
who cares? Like,
everybody wants to go back to high school and have a do-over.
No,
you do, but you don't want to be a grown man doing that.
No, I don't want to do that. No,
I wouldn't do it.
No,
I wouldn't do it.
I'm not going.
Have any of y'all boys ever substitute taught PE at, let's say, 21?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I was student teacher.
Best thing in the world.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Best thing in the world.
No,
I actually substitute taught when I was 18.
Oh.
Same here.
In New Iberia, you could do that.
I actually substitute taught when I was 18 at the high school. I just
graduated. Me too. Same thing.
Oh, y'all nasty then.
Same thing. And I used to be like the little chicks I used to holler at the same year. They'd come sit in the room at lunch and we'd be sitting over there talking. But they used to make me substitute special ed classes. They was like, don't.
They used to like to put you in special ed, but you got paid less for that.
Yeah, no, because they didn't want y'all.
They didn't want us in there with them regular girls.
They're smart, but you can't. Nowhere in the world. That's how I know y'all from the country. Because nowhere in the world let an 18-year-old substitute teach other 18-year-olds.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
That's stupid.
Like that's very dumb.
That is.
There was some teachers
story waiting to happen.
Yeah. There were some teachers that were like, I would never let you substitute my class. Like there were some teachers that had told me that. Mm-hmm. But there was also some teachers that was like, I don't give a fuck. I need a sub, and This is easy.
You good as anybody else. Huh?
Knock them all down.
Yeah.
You know, sub-special ed anyway. So
Sub-special in Paris is special. Oh, I forgot. Let me stop. Relax. I forgot. This is that episode. We used to have a parrot that was special ed at our school, and they used to call it a pink monkey. Because we was out at the Pink Monkey one night and we saw her, and she used to wear thongs to work and fall asleep, and you could see like that G-string like all in the back, and she was just...
You could see all of her gill
straps.
Hey, this story make me think about my partner. Hey, this podcast is brought to you by Bronson. I don't even remember what Bronson's name is on social media, but this podcast is brought to you by Brian. But he said, basically when he this reminds me of him after Katrina too. After Katrina, he didn't go back to high school, but he moved to Houston, and he went to HCC and told them, "Oh yeah, I was going to Delgado in New Orleans, and they lost all my records.
I'm a senior."
No, like not even I'm a senior, but let me in. Let me I start my classes here until they get my record straight. And boy, I got him about 2 semesters of college for free.
I ain't mad.
Like just talking about, hey man, I was with Katrina or whatever. I like that because I like Bronson because he actually doing what he want to do. He been a cook for the longest, and he a cook now. So I like that. That's pretty cool.
You better yourself, man.
Yeah. But I think if you're gonna lie, use it for some good shit like that. To go to school.
I'm not mad you lying about nothing good.
Is he a cook or a chef?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. If I said chef, I think I'd be putting 100 on 10. I think I'd be over here kind of big up in that man maybe more than what I should.
So he had Golden Corral.
It looked like he had Papa Do's or something.
Okay, that's not that bad.
But if you can still be a cook or a chef.
Yeah,
right?
you can work at Papa Do's and go get chef.
He ain't got like the little head black chef. He not the dude who's sitting there. I don't think so.
But he can cook though.
He got the black and white striped pants with the white top.
Oh no. He'll
like
cook.
A busboy.
Nah, I ain't no busboy. We gonna do him that. Shout out,
we ain't gonna
shout out better than yourself, Bronson.
Yeah,
whoever you all know your ass.
Bronson. That's not Bronson. I know that ain't Bronson. Okay, we got a couple more stories. I definitely want to make sure we touch on before y'all get up out of here. This is just a real quick question. When has our podcast devolved into just us making jokes all day back and forth about little silly stuff? But hey,
because it's fun.
Which one would you prefer? They had a big Hawaii's Kaleawa. I don't know how to pronounce none of that Polynesian sauce stuff except for
Polynesian sauce,
Tuiasasopo and Mariota. That's all I know how to pronounce. But the volcano erupted, and your boy Unger. The volcano erupted anew before Tuesday, before dawn on Thursday. It shot a steely gray plume of ash from its summit about 30,000 feet into the sky that began raining down on the beach nearby. So anyway, Hawaii is growing right now. Like there's volcanoes going off right now, and the island is growing. My question is, what would you prefer? To be in a place that had hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, volcanoes, snowstorms, earthquakes. Like I think about that just growing up and living around here. We got hurricanes, obviously. Yeah. If you're living in Cali or somewhere, there's earthquakes. Yeah. If you're living in the Midwest, they got the twisters. What's like the thing that would happen out there, right? Snowstorm type stuff.
I'm taking a snowstorm.
In Denver?
I guess like a little blizzard.
A blizzard.
I'm taking a blizzard. If I can pick through all three, give me a blizzard, bro.
You think the blizzard is the easiest one?
Because hurricanes and tornadoes can blow your house down, potentially. Thank God we've never had, I don't know about y'all, I've never had my house blown down. I've been through all, hurricanes and tornadoes. With tsunamis, that's a lot of water. The worst thing to do is drown.
Yeah, that tsunami shit is
don't want to drown. That's the worst thing.
The tsunami shit is really the you don't want that. Ever.
Should be like Childish Gambino.
I never had my house blown down, but they had this dude that like lived in the neighboring, like just kind of down the road, and I had 2 aunties. See, we had a brick house, but my one auntie had a straw house, and then my other auntie had a stick house. and the nigga in the neighborhood blew down
the house. You know he should.
Yeah, we call him BBW.
You know what he should have did? He should have Gilstrapped it down. He should have Gilstrapped that house down. I mean, Lowe's got a point. Ain't nobody really want to. That tsunami, you don't want to drown. That ain't what it is. But I mean, I feel like a volcano. You can move. You can move away. You can walk away from some lava. I don't think that thing coming 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, no, that shit move fast, bro.
No, I disagree. I see the videos of the people walking away.
It's a slow motion.
It's a slow motion video.
No, like if lava touch anything, it's gone.
It's on fire. Instantly on fire.
It's instantly on fire. So like, if like snow, like I guess the worst thing that could happen in snow is, I guess, let's say a flood and maybe like your roof caving in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? It's not like it's it's not like we're talking about an avalanche. We're talking about snow outside.
Yeah, a blizzard.
Yeah. Snow on the bluff.
Like just a bunch of snow. Snow on the bluff. Yeah, I'll take that. Like I'd probably have to go with that. I wouldn't want to go to monsoon. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be dealing with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or an earthquake where the ground just open up and all of a sudden,
Snowstorm is the right answer.
But I always had this theory about earthquakes where if you could just hover 1 inch off the ground, you'd be straight.
Right? Because the ground would be shaking. Unless...
And you good.
Okay, so my thing is, I didn't even put a dust storm on there, but I wouldn't want to be in a dust storm either because I feel like it'd get in your eye.
You can't see nothing.
But the one that is secretly the scariest one to me is a tornado. I feel like you just don't know when them boys gonna come, and I see the devastation by them things. That look way worse than a hurricane. And hurricane, at least we be having like 5 days to prepare for that, at least 3 days to say, hey, that's probably coming around here. And y'all know our rule. We get the hell out when it's hurricane season.
When it's crazy. If they too big, they coming. Go. Okay, so you rather go through a tsunami?
No, a tsunami is...
That's the worst one.
Yeah, when they kill all them people on Christmas Eve, like, no, I don't want that. When them big waves of water was just... No.
Nothing you can do about that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not... Yeah,
but,
absolutely not.
No, you can.
But a tsunami, you pretty much... I think that's coming too.
No. It's triggered by an earthquake.
But it's quick.
Then it's quick. It's like
an hour or two.
Yeah. I don't even think it's an hour or two. I think it's like
really
10, 15 minutes. Like it's coming.
Nothing you can do. All you can
the
do
people on that island, go watch that. Go watch the footage of the tsunami thing that happened in Asia. Whenever
I remember that.
It was about 6-7 years ago.
I remember because everybody who didn't have their Gilstrap died.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You ain't got your Gilstraps.
Oh.
They out of there.
Oh. That's why you ain't shit, man. Hey, what you think about your boy Clifford Harris, man? T.I. got he got arrested. I tried to arrest him. I don't know. Y'all heard about that story?
I feel like that happens to either one of us if we rich and we pay $1 million to get in the community and you see me in and out here on a daily basis and you won't let me in because I don't have a code or key.
Yeah.
That happens to all three of us right now.
So it got me thinking about the Meek Mill case. And it's like the big thing about the Meek Mill issue that everybody was fussing about reform, is that he was saying if he got arrested for anything, that's a parole violation. So like, let's say that was Meek Mill instead of T.I.
Any police interaction.
Yeah. So
like, you ain't got to
get
arrested.
This was Meek Mill and T.I. Meek Mill was trying to, instead of T.I., Meek Mill trying to get into his gated community. And the person at the gate who allegedly was sleeping or whatever says, oh no, that dude harassing me, call the police. He goes to jail for probation.
All you have to do is call the police. He didn't have to do nothing to get arrested. He got scared and called the laws. Any police interaction, meaning if you was driving so your homeboy driving too fast and they thought it was you, any police interaction, you get locked.
So let me ask you a question. How you think that happened? Just real quick. Humor me for a second, right? Los, we'll role play. I'll be the security guard.
Okay.
Raj could be Tiny.
All right.
And you be T.I.
Got you.
All right. So I'm asleep. You pull up. What you got?
Brother, wake up. Left McKim trying to get in. You perpetuating the stereotypical black man that sleep.
That nigga sleep.
You know what I mean?
Where say, sir, I don't know you.
It with the intent of a young Negro. I'm trying to get in my house, into my home. You know, I live here.
Sir, you're gonna have to calm down. I'm gonna call the police.
Calm down.
I'm gonna call the police.
If we stereotyping the racism of the typical.
I think T.I. does a better okay, so Raj, now we got a good question. This is a very poignant question. Which is worse? Los is Mexican or Los is T.I.?
My T.I. is terrible.
Los is Mexican.
It's worse than my T.I.?
I don't even know. I can't even give him a ethnicity or race or anything. Like it's nothing.
Hola, ¿cómo está, niño, mi amor?
What's worse, Los's political correctness or Los's his voices?
My political correctness is way worse.
His voice is
Damn, my voice is that bad?
No,
I'm stupid.
pretty bad.
I just couldn't think of the stupid words T.I. be saying. I don't give a damn.
Hey, he make them up on the fly, man.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm gonna tell y'all a couple of things, and this is pretty much what I told y'all was gonna happen. I told y'all Kevin Gates was coming back.
We didn't finish with T.I. though.
Oh, what she had?
Okay.
That's a bold prediction, huh?
Nah,
Kevin Gates is coming back.
You crazy? He already back,
He dropped an EP.
You didn't hear the music? You didn't hear the music?
3 songs.
He dropped 3 songs.
3 songs, but 2 of them fire, and it's letting me understand that Kevin Gates is on the way back to doing Kevin Gates type things.
He's stuck in Chicago.
And this is what I talked about last week. How you talking about? Hey man, I'm trying to put you on something. I'm trying to put y'all on that Gates.
Yeah, but the thing about it is with like
what's going on with Kevin Gates, man?
With all that parole jail shit, because he fits right into that whole mold. Like, he's stuck in Chicago right now. He cannot leave Chicago.
He can't leave Chicago, man. What's going on with Kevin Gates, man?
No.
Who can't leave Chicago? You talking about Chief Keef?
No.
Michael Bennett, man.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates can't leave.
He said he can leave to spend money, but he can't leave to make money.
That's it's crazy.
Illinois labeled him a drug lord, he said.
Yeah, but I mean, a gang lord.
Gang
lord.
something.
Damn.
You
know what I'm saying?
So
but he did go get his teeth done.
You know that's really that man. Look, please Google it right now.
That boy name is really Gilstrap.
His name is Kevin Gilstrap.
Yeah, it's a bunch of words under that, but Gilstrap.
But he said that was like the dude who like married his mama. Last name was Gates, so that's why he started going by Kevin Gates. But his real like birth name is like Kevin Gilstrap. Google it. I'm not making that shit up.
Kevin Gates' real name is Kevin Gilstrap. So he was at high school. He got out of jail and enrolled in high school. Oh, before he kicked your lady in the face. Oh, I'm sorry, K. Gates. My bad.
Kevin Gilstrap. Like, just like Victor Cruz is from Patterson, Louisiana. Same thing.
Okay, but it's not true.
No, do the Google. Raj, you get where I'm going. You get what you're going. You understand what you're going to see when you Google it. Because of what I just said about Patterson, Louisiana. Anyway, I told y'all I don't really want to work here no more. I'm going to tell the chubby drop a chicken on the floor. I'm gone.
Popeye's daddy. Shout out. Hey, my thing is that they took some planning. Because you work at Popeye's, look, karaoke machines cost at least $100 and something.
I don't know if he really.
So he spent his whole check on that.
I think he just found a Popeye shirt and went there and was calling it. I don't think he.
I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything on the internet.
Yeah, I think that was staged.
I feel like every single like if somebody fall or if somebody get crossed up,
except for Meek Mill.
Like,
if Meek Mill falling coming out his apartment, his house was definitely real.
I don't believe it.
No,
that was real.
That's definitely real.
I don't believe anything anymore, bro. I've been trying to go viral for years now, and I can't.
You just been falling all the time and singing?
You gotta realize you're just not that good at it. You realize you're just not
kind of like voices.
Yeah, exactly. I'm okay with not being good at voices, and you gotta be okay with not going viral, nigga. You're just not cool enough. Put your cool hat on, OJ.
Hey man, shut up. Just cue that music for Nothing Nice to say, man.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
I want to talk a little about somebody who took the biggest loss this week. Is there any more apropos name for somebody who takes L's than Aaron Schlossberg? Like, for real, listen to that name. It's got a cool mouthfeel to it when you pronounce it. Say it with me.
Paul.
Schlossberg. He's a sloozer. You might even call this guy a slossbag. Oh, y'all don't know, dude? Check out the Yelp of his law firm. He's a New York-based lawyer. Now, y'all still need some help? Well, listen to this clip.
Clients at your staff is speaking Spanish to customers when they should be speaking very violent. I mean, sometimes they do. Every person I listen to, he's spoken, she's speaking it, is America.
He's very ignorant.
That's fucked up.
He's very ignorant. And he shouldn't be allowed.
Because I will be following up. And my guess is they're not documented. So my next call is to ICE to have each one of them kicked out of my country. If they have the balls to come here and live off of my money, I pay for their welfare. I pay for their ability to be here. The least they can do is
Their welfare?
Yes,
Such an ignorant
you intend
asshole.
on running a place in Midtown Manhattan, your staff should be speaking English, not Spanish.
Because of people like you, our nation
Honey, I'm calling ICE.
Call ICE. So that they can speak.
Maybe you shouldn't eat that sandwich today. Take a break from the food.
Maybe you should get hit by the car.
You're in here.
Now, if that's the first time you heard this, you may be offended. Or if you live in America, you might just think that it's par for the course. You know, make America great again, all that shit. The boy went out of his way to antagonize people just because, well, he's an entitled white man. And entitled white men do stuff like that from time to time when Trump put that battery in their bag. Dude, a whole clown on his website talking about his practice. He says he claims he's a published author and a seasoned presenter. And he's fluent in Spanish, conversational in French, and has basic knowledge of Mandarin, Chinese, and Hebrew. So which one is it, bro, Ham? You hablo español? Or you trying to hacer America great de nuevo?
Oh.
You seem confused, brother. But that ain't the point I'm really trying to make. What I want y'all to realize is that you can't fuck up on camera in the world we live in. If you do wild shit, they're gonna come for you on social media. They're gonna show up to your job. They're gonna boycott your shit. They just ain't gonna let you live. It's like the opposite of 15 minutes of fame. It's like your 15 minutes of infamy. And a lot of times you lose your job or some shit or end up being a pariah for years. Think about it. We still don't mess with Kramer from Seinfeld because he was calling a bunch of people niggas. Boys don't rock with Hulk Hogan since he went on his nigga rant. Donald Sterling, that boy had to sell the Clippers because of his loose lips. And every year for Halloween, like clockwork, when a white sorority chooses to dress in blackface, they get their whole damn chapter shut down. And them hoes get expelled. Besides, and that Oakland chick who called the cops on people at the barbecue, she never gonna be able to go to that party ever again. But let me stop. Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about dumbass folks who speak their mind on camera and get blasted on social media. So I won't say nothing at all. Especially about the Oakland chick. Because she probably on the phone call with them cops as we speak.
He was talking on the podcast about me.
Had y'all seen the Aaron Schnittiger, Schlossberg?
Yeah, I saw him on
calling them people. Speak of English.
Yeah. What are you saying? My thing is, if you understand it, why the fuck you want to talk?
Because Trump got batteries in boys' back. They got two people running for governor of Georgia who are riding around. One of them has a bus painted that says, like, go back to your country, immigrants. And he like, I'm rounding them up. That's like his campaign shit. I'm rounding them up and putting them in this bus and bringing them, deporting them my damn self.
The sad part about all that shit is that them people really believe it. Like Trump made it where you can run off completely negativity. Like it used to be a time where you had to be positive and be for the people and say, let's you know what I'm saying, bless America and nobody else. Meet at the center of the aisle. Yeah, all the extra shit. But now you could just go up as a president and talk reckless like we talking right now and have a chance to win, especially if you're a white dude. You know what I mean? You have a legitimate chance to win.
Only if you're a white dude.
Exactly.
Not a white woman.
No.
Not any dude.
So y'all voting for Kanye?
Fuck no.
You're not voting for Kanye. So
Kanye not running.
No, but I'm saying.
So Trump or Kanye?
They wouldn't vote
Trump
for
or Kanye?
Trump's actually more predictable than Kanye. Yeah. At this point,
I really would not. I hate to agree with you with that, but you dead ass right.
Nuclear codes.
I feel like I won't give Kanye nothing.
The fuck is it's wild that Trump got him. I would not give Kanye West.
I don't even think Trump got him. I think he got some codes to get him the code.
Kanye would have us all wearing uniforms as a country. Like it would be like a rule where we'd all have to wear his little homeless clothes.
I was about to say we'll be in the big sweatshirts with the
homeless daddies.
Yeah, the homeless daddies with the big ass pants with boxer drawers on where your meat just flying around.
Boxer drawers where your meat flying around. Or if you decide to just walk around with a Gilstrap on.
Yeah.
Then hey.
Now you get the lemon.
Straight up. That's how boys do. All that.
I never know when Los is talking in his
that was actually his African voice.
No. That's my Ku Klux Klan voice.
Oh shit! That was his Spanish voice. Hey man, follow us. We back like we back like we left something next week, man. We'll holler.
Bow.